Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel and to a Space Engineers video here for a bit of a change. And now the reason why I am making a Space Engineers video instead of my regular Satisfactory videos that I've been making recently is because I do want to take just a small break from Satisfactory, just because as of right now it is getting a little bit frustrating, so I do kind of want to clear my head a little bit. And I will be returning to Satisfactory in my next video, so this isn't going to be like a long-term series or anything. This is just a one-off Space Engineers video. But anyway, so my challenge for today's video is, as you can see here, I am in empty space, so there's no planets, there's very few asteroids, and so my plan for today's video is to see how well I can survive an environment like this, or if I can survive at all. And so I did download a mod actually that puts like a survival kit into your suit or something like that. So like if I hit Control R, it'll open up this inventory here, so you can see I have a suit refinery, suit assembler, and then like a suit fuel cell, a suit fuel converter, suit oxygen generator, and then a suit reactor. So essentially I have an entire survival kit more or less in my suit, just to make this challenge slightly more easier. And actually if I go back and show you my HUD, if I hit Shift R, it'll start regenerating my power, and it would also do the same for my health, oxygen, and hydrogen, just like a regular survival kit or med bay. But the problem is I don't have any ice to make oxygen or hydrogen, which is why they're currently not filling up, which means my countdown clock to find some ice is going to be determined on how much oxygen I'm going to consume in the next however many minutes or whatever. And also, as you can clearly see, my oxygen is going down quite fast, so I gotta start getting to looking at asteroids to see if I can find myself some ice or not. Because if I can find ice, then if I read the description in the mod thing, it said that if I do find ice, it will also power the reactor and stuff, and it will make it possible to refine stone. So that's also another very important reason to find ice, because without it, then I can't refine any stone and I'm pretty much stuck. Not entirely though. I could probably go and scavenge off maybe a space pirate ship or something, but I want to see if I can do it this way. But anyways, so I'm just going to make my way over to this first asteroid here and hope I am lucky and get ice on the first try. Okay, then now I have made my way over to the asteroid. Just crashed into it there, that's why my health is so low. But like I mentioned just now, if I hit Shift R, it will start... Oh, it does not regenerate my health. That's interesting. I think I need ice to do that too. But anyways, if I go ahead and get out my drill, I can see if I can detect anything. Cobalt. Out of all things, cobalt. You know, that is super funny because in my empty space survival series, finding cobalt was almost impossible. But now, like, I just started a new world and I just find cobalt straight away. But cobalt's pretty much useless to me for the next long while until I get myself a basic refinery, which in my current state is going to take quite forever to get. But I'm still going to mark it down and I'm going to see if I can find another asteroid to go look at. Okay, so after flying around the asteroid here for a few minutes, also real quickly, what is this over here? It looks like nickel. It is nickel. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone for now. Anyway, as I was saying though, I did find this other asteroid. It almost looks like an asteroid anyway, all the way over there. Now it is super far away, so it is going to take quite a while to get there. But like I said not too long ago in the video, I did put the asteroid spawn rate at the lowest it will go, just to make this challenge a little bit more challenging and entertaining to watch. Now I do know there's an unknown signal there, which is going to be super helpful actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the unknown signal, grind it down and stuff, and then I'm going to head my way over to another asteroid. So I think that's going to be the plan for right now anyway. Alright, so just made my way over to the unknown signal here. Looks like a pretty standard pod or whatever. So if I go ahead, just open it up, I got myself some space credits and interior plates, which is nice. And if I find the button on this thing right here, I can go ahead and press that, and what do I get? Got myself a rainbow grinder, which is interesting. And so what I think I'm going to do now is, like I said, I'm going to grind it down and then make my way over to, I don't know, it looks like there's 3 asteroids in my view distance here. So I'm going to go to one of those 3 and see what I can find. All right, so just made my way over to the second asteroid here. And so pretty much same procedure as last time. I'm just going to fly around it and see if I can find some ice. Okay, so this is interesting. I actually found silicone on this asteroid. So I think I'm going to do the same thing with the cobalt. I'm just going to mark it down because it might become useful later on in the video, but I highly doubt that. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and mark it down.
Your health is critical.
Well, that's not good. I just hit the asteroid pretty hard right there, and my health is now down to 6%. And seeing how the med bay isn't doing anything to regen it, that's not very good either. I don't really know what to do because I don't have any like med packs or anything, do I? I mean, yeah, just you don't start with a med pack, and the unknown signal didn't give me any med packs, so I'm pretty much on my own when it comes to the health situation now, which isn't doing very good either. I also really can't see anything now because everything is just covered in red. Or not everything, but you know what I mean. And on top of that, it looks like this asteroid does not have ice on it. Looks like it does only have silicone, which is extremely annoying, especially now since I'm down to only 6 health. So yeah, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm just gonna update you guys when I find some ice, because something tells me this is gonna take quite a while to find, especially since the rarity of the asteroids are, well, so rare and stuff. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna update you guys when I find ice or if I die. Okay, so I just died right there. I'm not sure if you guys saw it super well. I don't think I hit the record button fast enough. But I did just die, and I am going to respawn with just the spacesuit. And so it looks like I am 26 kilometers away from my body location, which isn't terrible. But it looks like we spawned in a bit of an asteroid cluster here, which is pretty useful actually, because now I can actually scan if any of these have ice or anything else that's useful on it. And I have been looking for ice now for the past couple hours. I honestly thought this challenge would be a lot easier than this, but it looks like I have been proven wrong by myself on this challenge here. I mean, I might not even post this video at all if I don't find any ice. So if you're seeing this video right now, I mean, clearly I found ice sometime in the future, and there was enough content and enough stuff happened for me to make a video about it. The other thing too I've noticed a lot about these asteroids is I have been finding a ton of silver. Like where my body location is right now, on that asteroid, I think I have found like the largest silver ore vein that I've ever seen in Space Engineers. Like the thing was massive. It was almost half of the asteroid was just silver. Now only if I could find that, but for ice. Now the one good thing about dying is I do have a full health bar, but I do have to go back to my body location and get my hydrogen tank and the oxygen tank. Otherwise I am just gonna totally die due to lack of oxygen. But anyways, yeah, it looks like this asteroid doesn't really have anything on it either. So I'm just gonna continue looking for ice. And same as before, I'll update you guys when I find some ice. Okay, alright, so I just found ice here after quite a while. I don't even know how long it has been, but I just found some ice, which means if I go ahead and collect some, I should be able to put some of it into the suit oxygen generator, or I guess it would be like an O2H2 generator. So if I hit Control R and then take the ice, and I think it goes into the suit oxygen generator there, which means now if I go ahead and hit Shift R, yeah, my oxygen is now refilling. Same thing with my hydrogen. Okay, so I got oxygen and hydrogen figured out. And also the other thing too is I didn't get to my body location in time to pick up the oxygen and hydrogen bottles, which is why I don't have bottles anymore. But that shouldn't be a problem with the ice now. But anyways, if I go back to Control R, I'm also gonna need to make a suit fuel converter, which is then going into the suit fuel cell here. So I'm not really sure what that's gonna do. So if I just go ahead and collect a little bit of stone, yeah, just like literally that much, put it in the refinery, there you go, it's starting to work. And then with the suit assembler, I can also pretty much craft up all the basic things, which is really handy. I mean, that's the whole point of the mod. But the only annoying thing is that the suit refinery can only hold 50 liters, which means I have to sit here and manually just keep feeding it like 100 stone every few seconds or whatever, which is slightly annoying, but it does make this challenge run possible now. And so now that I think I have access to ice and now the ability to refine stone, I think my first goal, or the first thing that I want to get done, is I do want to try and set up like a small starter platform like I usually do in my other survival series, which is pretty simple actually. If I just go into production, I'm just going to go ahead and make 10 interior plates, and then if I go into G, I can go ahead and just place down some interior blocks. I just need to rotate it around a little bit. But yeah, there you go. So now I'm starting to build stuff, which is a great step in the right direction. But now I'm going to have to refine enough iron and nickel to make up a basic refinery and basic assembler, and I'm also going to have to make up a solar panel because there's no other way to power the base. I mean, I could make a battery, but that's going to take forever. I mean, like I just said, I can technically make the power cells needed for a battery, but for a large grid battery, that's going to take 80 power cells. And to make, I mean, that is 100 of them. So if I go ahead and just go and put 80, yeah, you can already, I mean, you can't really see it too well, but if I go ahead and do that, it's going to take 52 nickel, 26 silicone, and then 263 iron. Actually, isn't that cheaper? That's cheaper than the refinery, ironically enough. Okay, so that might be a bit of an option temporarily until I can get some solar panels built up. Maybe anyway. But I think from here, I'm just going to mine up a ton of stone and try and get it refined. Alright, so I've been sat here for another, I would say, about a half hour, just, you know, mining up some stone and stuff. And I do believe I have enough materials to make up the assembler. And I did also find another unknown signal and grinded it down, so I didn't need to mine up a whole ton of stone to make up the rest of the materials, which is really nice. But if I just go over to here, I can now make up the basic assembler. Ooh, I forgot to make the displays, which is also really important. So if I just go to production, I can go ahead and make up 3 displays. And now I have enough materials to make up the basic assembler. And just like that, I have now built up the basic assembler, unlocked some new blocks, and so now I think the next thing I want to do is I do want to get the refinery all built up, and then I want to see about getting maybe 1 or 2 of the solar panels. And yeah, so I think that's kind of the plan for right now. Just continue mining up some stone, keep on the lookout for unknown signals because they are great sources for getting resources and stuff really easily. But yeah, so my goal for right now is to finish the refinery and maybe 1 or 2 of the solar panels before the end of the video. Alright, so I have been sat here mining stone again for another, I would say, half an hour, and now I am pretty confident that I do have enough materials to build up the refinery. Or actually, if I just open my inventory, I did get all of the necessary materials to build up the refinery. So if I just go to here, I can go ahead and weld it up to its functional level, which is pretty much all you need. And just like that, I got the refinery all done. And I do have an extra 500 iron here, along with 100 nickel and 200 silicone, which I think should be enough to make up 1 or even 2 of the solar panels. And it's actually good timing too, since the sun is starting to rise. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn these solar panels around, seeing how the sun is actually rising from that area over there. And so there you go, just replace down the solar panels so it is now facing the sun, so it should get the maximum amount of sun, and I should get the maximum amount of charge from the solar panels. And so now if I go into, well, first off, what do these cost? All right, so I'll just go into Control R now and get everything into production. Okay, and just like that, I managed to craft up all of the necessary materials to construct these 2 solar panels. And so if I actually go up to them, you can see that I've already put them inside the solar panels. So all I need to do now is just weld it up. And so just like that, I got 2 fully functional solar panels here. Now, it is not going to be the most efficient thing in the world because I don't have any rotors or hinges set up yet, but it is certainly better than nothing. And so if I actually go to the bottom here, I can actually go ahead into the control panel, and they are making about, I think it's 82 kilowatts each. This one's making 123, so, well, at the end of the day, it should be enough to run the basic assembler. So actually, if I just go ahead and just grab a few of these floating rocks here and put them inside of the refinery should be working, and it isn't, because the basic refinery requires 330 kilowatts, and we are not making anywhere near that. Well, that sucks. But you know what? I am really proud of what I managed to accomplish regardless. Like, I mean, at the beginning of the video, I started with nothing but like my suit, and now I have a basic assembler, basic refinery, and 2 solar panels. I also did place down an O2H2 generator there because, I mean, that's just something else I have to build. But I think I am going to call it a day here. Now, this video might be a bit shorter than you're used to, or what I'm used to posting, just because I'm a bit pressed for time right now. And I mean, this wasn't meant to be a full-fledged video anyway. It was just meant to be kind of like a sort of break from Satisfactory. But like I said earlier in the video, I am going to go back to my regular Satisfactory videos in the next video. But if you guys do want to see maybe a bit of a mini series or another video in this world, then leave a comment below saying that you do, and I'll see if I can do it. But yeah, I think for right now, I'm going to call it a day, and I just want to say thank you very much for watching today's video, guys. And I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I did. And if you could also please like and subscribe to the channel, it really helps me out a lot. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.